guys, Plug Above here with the Think Real Estate team. Welcome to another episode of the Think 30 series. Today is episode 9. Today I want to talk to you guys about goal setting. Before we talk about actually the goal setting part of this video, I want to relate to the individuals that are watching that have children. My wife and I have 5 children. And when those kids want something and they want to get our attention, they're relentless. My youngest son is just now learning how to speak. He knows how to say a couple of key phrases, specifically the things that he really wants. So when he wants to play on the iPad, we'll hear him say, "iPad daddy, iPad, iPad daddy, iPad, iPad daddy, iPad." And this will continue and continue until I hand him over the iPad or I kick him out of the house. I bring up this story, or I illustrate this to paint the picture. Your goals have to be like that child, right? They have to nag you until the point of completion. They have to be visible. They have to be in your face. You have to get upset when you don't achieve the goal, right? Throw a kid's temper tantrum, and then you know that that goal is meaningful to you. So I'm going to go through. There's a goal setting practice called the SMART goal setting. It's SMART goals, and keep this in mind as we're going through what the SMART acronym means. Keep that picture in mind. So when you're writing up a goal and you're following the SMART application, the S in the SMART goals stands for specific. I want to grow my business, not specific. I want to produce $100,000 in revenue from my business in this fiscal year. That's very specific. It has to be measurable. Well, beginning of the year, we all start at 0. Your goal is 100,000, so from 0 to 100 is your measuring stick. It has to be attainable. Are you just getting started? Do most people that start in the business that you're in produce $100,000 in their first year, or is it more so they're producing 50 grand or $25,000? Make sure that it's attainable, because if it's not attainable, what ends up happening is we lose interest in the goal. It no longer becomes important to us. It has to be relevant, right? Obviously, that specific goal, bringing revenue into a company, is relevant to a company's existence, but the way you do it also matters, right? So if you're in real estate investing and you say, hey, I want to make $100,000 in revenue in my real estate business, but then you open up an ice cream shop and $20,000 comes in from that business, you don't necessarily apply that to the goal that you had over here for your real estate investing business to generate $100,000 worth of revenue, right? And it also has to be time-based, right? So a year is a very long time to go after a goal. So what I recommend is eating that elephant one bite at a time, right? We'll set a monthly goal that leads into our yearly goal, or we'll set a weekly goal that is going to feed into the monthly goal that's going to feed into our yearly goal. So hopefully this helps you as you're sitting down. Goals have to be visible, just like that kid. That kid is sitting there screaming at me when they want to play on the iPad until they get the iPad. I personally write down all of my goals on notes, any pieces of paper. My wife can attest to this. I have whiteboards all throughout the house that I'm personally tracking what I want to accomplish, when I want to accomplish it by, you know, what the ROI is going to be on that particular goal that we've set. So make sure that you're writing it down, and make sure that you're following the SMART acronym when you're setting your goals, so that way you can achieve the goals and then look back and say, these were the steps that I took in order to make that goal a reality. Have a great day, guys.